Yeah, there we go. What's going on, friends? We're here, we're live. We're gonna do some gaming. We're gonna play some video games. Steven. Jensen, are you excited? Do you think we'll suck, or do you think we'll be okay? Oh, that's going to be the next step. When we start having our friends come and play with us. Oh boy, that's when the problems are gonna start. People are gonna be like, you guys suck, but we can play so much better than you. Like, yeah, probably. Yeah, I kind of got to that point. Once we started talking about like bringing back the gaming stuff, I said to Jeremy, and I was saying to you, I was like, we should play some Switch. Looking at my Switch longingly, being like, I gotta do something. I gotta play with this thing. And here we are. Yeah. Oh baby, there's gonna be so much multiplayer, and then you're gonna get into like Mario Party, or not Mario Party, but Mario Maker. That's what I'm gonna get you into next. You can do that. You can do like versus. You can do co-op, where you're playing other people's levels, and you're either collectively trying to get to a goal, or you're trying to face people to get to a goal. It's pretty cool. It's fun. It's addicting. Hell yeah! All right, let's play some video game. I think it's time. We'll pop it up. Do you want to start slow again, or do you want to pop up to 100? All right, let's do it. We'll do no teams. All items. We'll do no regular. We'll do normal comms. I don't even know. We'll do 6 races. Start this. I'm now yelling at everyone. No teams! Normal items! Normal comms! Yeah! Everybody! Alright, is there a random? Yeah, there's a random. Pick and random. Perfect. I'm sure we'll end up talking about wrestling soon once the pals show up. Here we go. I recommend saltwater wash. Got all that hot food stuck in your throat. Okay, this is not starting off very well for me. Holy shit. I apparently hit the absolute wrong button. We're having a great start now. I'm glad everyone was here to see this. What's up? Big 440 fan? This is fun? Oh, that's you in first place, isn't it? Oh, let's see what happens now. It's not, but that is me who just shoved your ass. Damn it. I can't win. My screen glitched right before I did it too, which made me feel great. Nope. Did nothing. I hate everything. Oh my god, and someone just took me out instead. Oh. Getting sniped out of nowhere. What is this garbage? I'm not having a good time. Let's sad pizza when I'm friends. Oh, that bullet goes up. Come on. I have to not lose this. That's a good start. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I thought I was about to die. Oh, finishing third. I was so close to that. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I finished third right at the end because I took that massively wrong turn. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, let's go. Man, I dropped my podcast on Sunday night where I gave 30 minutes of why the King and Queen of the Ring are completely useless this year. If you want to hear why, just go to timandjoelpod.com because this ain't the year for our friends. Oh, buddy, I was telling y'all Jinder and Dewdrop are gonna win. I've been saying that since August. Since August, when the story broke that they were bringing this stupid thing back. People were like, "You're kidding." And I'm like, "I ain't kidding." Like, I got nothing to kid about here. I'm telling you how this is gonna end. Especially when the news broke that they wanted to finish it in Saudi. I don't give a shit. Come on. Yeah, like the Saudi show next Thursday is the final for both. Yeah. You should ask Sean to do the I know how much you love WWE content. I like the thing is, like, you say it yourself, like, you would love to be a fan again, but, like, there's been no reason to, at least in your case. I've been awful in this race. Holy shit, dude. Yes. Because this wasn't the race for it. Yeah. Oof. Yep. That's fair. On a larger platform. Right. Yeah. Just watch old myths out and complain about the good ones. Come on, friends. I have a very important question, though. How do you feel about shoes? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I bought them to wear them. Martin is saying you're muted, and that's concerning. He's saying you are, but I'm hoping that it's just him. That might suck. Hold on, we're gonna pause this. Oh, this never actually pauses, does it? Alright, I'm not gonna pause it. We'll do it after this game. Martin, we'll find out in a minute. Just talking shit, man. Talking shit. Damn. Damn Fightful co-opted media. That's us. Oh, I just got so bad. You got that. His job. Yeah. God forbid. Right. Okay.
Putting on good shows, and he might. I haven't listened to one of his shows in so long because I just have no interest in listening to reviews about WWE. But you know, I'm sure he praises it when it's good, and he gives his opinion when it's bad. You know, just like he would if all of a sudden AEW just started to blow. Like, I mean, there'd be no reason for him to say good things if the show sucked. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Your audio is fixed.
Okay, perfect.
Apparently it was acting up before.
That's all right. It's no big deal.
We're good now.
What's up, everyone? You can now hear me.
What's going on, Martin? What's going on, Teeks? Funk is here. We acknowledged you.
I'm currently destroying it in this. I won that last one too, by the way, first place.
Of course you did.
On a streak.
Until I had to stop.
True, you did have to put the sticks down.
Teeks, down the road, we probably will do more community gaming like this. For now, I think Steve and I are just going to trash talk each other, and I'll probably lose all video games.
And it's just for funsies.
Tonight for funsies, but as we continue to grow on this thing, oh baby. I'm gonna play nothing but Mario Kart for the next like 6 days until the next week.
I think part of why
Shit, huh?
I think part of why I'm doing so well too, to be honest. Like I said, I haven't played this in a while, but when I do, I play it on 150, so it's like everything's moving in slow motion. So like I mean, I can just kind of easy.
I hear you.
But it's fun. I mean,
I've been playing so much Mario Maker that I'm in another world. Yeah, new Mario Party sounds like a really good time. We were playing Mario Party 64 for a while just to get that retro groove back. It's fun.
Mario Party 64, you said?
Yeah, one of the ones on 64. I think they released
yeah.
27 of them on 64.
Yeah, that was the original console to have them.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, they released Mario Party for Switch recently. Like within the last 3-4 months, I think I saw some people playing it. I know they have golf. New Mario Golf is supposed to be really friggin' fun.
You know, I'd be open to buying that if you wanted to play that game. So, I haven't played it yet.
I'm down to do that. I also know that Kart, who works with us in Fightful, has been playing it and friggin' loves it.
Hell yeah.
And I would love to have him come and play with us if he's available.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm down.
As long as
because you.
Regular
yeah, because you can do speed golf in that game too, where like you tee off at the same time, and whoever gets to the hole first wins the hole. I like that idea a lot with Mario, especially because they've got special moves and ways to kind of hurt your opponents or whatever. Like you can kind of fight down the course too. It looks like and stuff. So yeah, it looks like fun. Sounds like a plan.
Problem is in Canada the games are like $80.
Like 80 US?
No, they're 80 Canadian. I think they're 60 US.
Yeah, so give or take.
Yeah. That's why I always try to find them second hand.
Understandable, honestly.
The new channels is fine. You're gonna hit that dub, aren't you?
Unless something catastrophic happens in a second. Dub.
I'm about to get fucked by the full go, aren't I? Dude. Can't believe it's finished 6th. That was garbage. One day.
With your little Canadian maple leaf flag.
Seriously, may as well just go home.
I love the Canadian flag, by the way. Like I like how it looks. I just think it's a cool flag. I like the U.S. of course, but like my second favorite is definitely the Canadian flag.
Everyone always just turns it into a weed flag. Who are we kidding here?
Yeah, that's cool too.
What are we doing? The Grumble Volcano.
We've already been playing for a half hour. What the hell? It's going by.
It's better than watching old W study. No.
Yeah, much different. Definitely a different type of thing. But this is a good way to change it up. I mean, it also gives me an excuse to play video games.
That's part of the reason why I was telling Jeremy, let's go back to gaming. That means an excuse to play my Switch, man.
What is Twitch after all? Like, gaming and all. Probably a good idea to do that every now and then on here.
Overrated. What's it tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. I think we're playing Become Human.
What's that?
It's like how do I explain this? It's a weird playthrough game where you're an android and you're given different scenarios to look through, and you have to complete as much as you can, and everything has a map of some sort, like how much you accomplish and the different paths you could have taken. It's a lot more interesting than it sounds. It's super cool and super weird.
It's like a one-player, like a story mode type thing.
Yeah, and I'll just hang out and build, control it, and the last chapter what to do. But there's some really cool stuff.
Cool. You guys are playing that on Twitch tomorrow?
Yeah. Probably do some 2K basketball on Saturday or Sunday.
Nice. Whoever hit me with that red shell, I don't know if that was you. Someone hit me with the red shell at literally the perfect time to where I fell through the smallest crack in the map just then. That was almost impossible. It just happened to me.
I can't I can't win, and I think I picked like the wrong everything.
Yeah, that's also probably not hurting for me with like I have this. I remember like the guy I'm playing with. This is what I use like whenever I beat the game. Like 'cause I'm pretty used. Like I have like all the kind of like setting.
Yeah. Jensen got.
Huh?
Earlier. He got taken out.
What are you talking about?
Tank was saying you got when you got taken out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, next games I'm gonna change up my everything. What is the max?
Shell again. Oh, that damn blue shell every time. Dub.
Sixth again if I'm lucky.
Undefeated still.
I mean, 7th, I'd say. 8. Fuck.
Jeez, dude, you can play video games?
Buddy, no, not lately. That's why I wish we could do the split screen gimmick.
Oh, I won the trophy.
Oh.
Did I break it? Yeah, perfect score, 90. There we go.
Hello, Fightful Faithful.
Tank Bear Claw. Steven got the crown and the trophy too.
My God.
Steven don't get got, Steven go get.
DKC returns. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying basically me making a fool of myself in Mario Kart while Steven Jensen kicks my ass.
You say Mario, very French Canadian.
Mario.
Let me go back
Mario. We play it like on this guy. I'll do a British accent.
Surrounded by Marios in here, actually. All these plushes that I've accumulated from Dave & Buster's. A lot of Mario stuff.
This is probably the Mario that I have the least experience with.
Yeah, this is probably the one that I've played the most outside of the one from the 64. That one I've definitely played the most, like by far. But and I really played them much during like the Wii days. Not weed, but Wii. Wii days. But when I got my Switch, this was the first game that I got for the Switch when I got it. It was a big selling point for the Switch for me too, just in general, because like I hadn't played a Mario Kart game in so long, and then like I saw the commercials or something, and I was like, oh damn, like I forgot how fun that game was. And then I was like, I'm gonna go to Switch. This was also when I was still with MMA on Point, and we had started traveling more often to stuff, and so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll get this for like the airplane, and so it's like a mini tablet kind of to bring with me on trips and stuff. And then the pandemic happened like the next month.
Oh. Do you find yourself like using your Switch outside of dock mode much?
Rarely.
Yeah.
It's nice if I every now and then I do a little bit of part-time work that's kind of like promoter type stuff where I'm at like a table for like 6-7 hours or whatever. It's kind of like sitting around for most of the time, and I'll bring this with me, and that's really nice. That's kind of I love how it has that little kickstand on it. But if I was like a kid or something, like I mean, because I loved the Game Boy and like the Game Gear and those portables, and I never had like a PSP or anything, but like.
Yeah,
but this is like so much better than a PSP, you know what I mean? Like the handheld version of it.
Yeah. I remember playing it handheld for a little bit, and then I was like, I just live this. It lives in my dock now.
Yeah.
I haven't plugged it in my TV.
It's super innovative though. Like the whole design of this system, and like the thing with Nintendo in recent years especially is like they make up for kind of like the lack of like realism and graphics from other games by the game just being fun. Like that's missing in a lot of games, I feel like, is like the more I can say the same about like the WWE video games, like they just feel like they're overly simulated now. Like they're just not like fun. Like I want to play something where it's okay if you give up a little bit of realism, but like the game's just fun.
Yes, and I agree. It's a lot more fun just to have like these crazy ass games, and not everything is like, oh, it's a World War II simulation. Look how real this looks.
Exactly.
Sometimes I just want to escape and like mess with it.
You gotta be kidding me. I just purposely stopped behind a tree just then because there was someone next to me. I purposely stopped because the blue shell was on its way, and there was someone next to me, and I was trying to let the shell hit them, and then they like ran into a tree, and I was in first place, and the shell hit me instead. Still, I was just sitting there, not moving.
Mind your own damn business.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, go ahead and pass me, so you get hit by the shell, and I won't go right past you. But I got hit by the shell.
As you should.
Got hit with the shell midair. And I got hit with the shell midair, and here's another blue shell. That's the second blue shell I got hit by this game. There's you going past me.
That's me.
Got hit by two blue shells. Rip off. You're gonna get me on this one.
I'll take
Those
my
damn
first
blue
rep
shells. There you go.
Yeah, Tank's talking about Splatoon being a lot of fun. That's absolutely a great game.
I've never played it, but I've seen gameplay of it, and it does look like fun. It looks a bit confusing, but it looks like once you understand what's going on, it'd probably be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's the game where you're like covering stuff with like paint colors, right?
Yeah.
A game that I thought was gonna be really cool. I never played it, and it might be fun, but it's like it was like I don't remember what it's called. You use the like the Joy-Cons, and it's like you punch. You have like these big hands, and you can like punch real far off of I can't remember what it was called. Someone in the chat might know what I'm talking about, but it looked like a lot of fun. It was like this like robot fighting game, but yeah, I'm not doing a good job explaining it. But I saw it like last year, and it looked like fun, but I never played it. Part of the reason I'm so behind on playing games and stuff too is like
Having a job.
well, yeah, but also like like when you spend like $50-$60 on a game,
Yeah, you want your money
you know,
worth.
yeah, like I don't want to just like play through something and like be done with it, and I just spent $50, and now it's like I'm not gonna ever really touch it again.
Totally understand. ARMS was the game.
Yes, that was it.
That's what
Yeah,
Tank's
yeah.
saying, yeah.
That's exactly what I was trying to think of. Was that fun? If you played it, it looked really innovative. It looked like a really great concept, but I couldn't tell if like the gameplay was like clunky or if it was like. I felt like based on the concept and like kind of the lack of buzz about it, I was like, it can't be that good because like if it was good, I feel like everyone would be talking about it. Then it's also hard to get like a real gauge sometimes too, because like I pay really close attention to what like the top Twitch streamers are playing and stuff like that, and it's usually games that I'm not into. Like Fortnite, I played a whole lot of for a few years, and that was like the top game for quite a while. But I'm not really big on first-person shooters and stuff, so like,
That's something that we were talking about when we were starting the channel. Like, there's so many games where like all the first-person shooters are just not for us. Like, they're not that interesting to us.
yeah.
So we were like, what are we gonna play? And I was like, let's play a lot of classic games, wrestling games, all that stuff. And I just kind of stopped. Whoops.
Oh my god, I just got hit by a blue shell and then a red shell.
I still couldn't catch up to you. I fucked that up.
You know how to do like the tricks off the ramps, right? With the right button.
Sometimes when I hit it, yes. Let's go.
I'm gonna block that.
Yeah, I figured. It's not fair because you also probably have a Twitch stream open to see it.
No, I'm not. I promise you, I'm not looking at that.
Couldn't care less.
I'm not petty enough that I would try to cheat at this.
Jensen is a cheater.
I knew you're coming up behind me though, because I'm looking at the actual map. I know you're the Black Yoshi.
Yep. Oh, there you go. Tank Sing Arms is all right. Leaned into its concept pretty well.
Okay. I mean, like I said, it looked like an innovative type of game. One game that I think it'd be fun, but it's a totally different type of thing that I've ever really played. You gotta dedicate so much time into it. But I really like watching. There's a few streamers in particular, like Summit 1G. They'll play the GTA 5 role-play servers, and it's like, yeah, that's really entertaining sometimes. Like it's like watching a movie play out, kind of night by night. Like it's like never-ending movie, but like the way that people stay so dedicated and like committed to like the characters they're playing in the games is. It's something I never thought I'd be into because I was never into like The Sims or Second Life or anything like that. But this actually, like the GTA 5 roleplay, actually looks like fun. And because obviously a big part of it too is like GTA 5 just in general is such an incredible game.
Dude, if there was like a multiplayer way to do GTA and things like that, that'd be so cool.
Yeah. Totally agree.
And like there might be mod servers that would do it, but
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like the roleplay servers or mod servers.
Yeah.
But I don't know when the next GTA will come out, but it'll probably be pretty soon because it's already been like 10 years since GTA 5 came out already.
Didn't they just say that they're doing like a legacy release?
Oh, you're right. They're gonna like remaster the like Vice City and stuff. That's right.
They ain't doing shit if they don't have to. As long as they can milk what they got, no need to develop a new one.
Dude, I remember skipping school in high school. I definitely skipped school the day that Vice City came out, for sure. I might have skipped school the day GTA 3 came out. I can't remember how old I was when that came out, but I definitely remember skipping school for Vice City when that came out. Like, me and all my friends skipped. And then also when Halo 2 came out, everyone skipped school.
Yeah.
I was like, it's so funny, because, like, even, like, the teachers, like, you could tell some of them were gamers. Like, they didn't even care that, like, people were, like, talking about how they weren't actually sick and stuff. Like, they're like, oh, you were playing Halo at home? How is it? Like, those games are so massive. I rarely did, but I had a few that were like really cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. They could relate. Like they knew that like most of us weren't bad kids or whatever. That we were just teenagers, you know. Like, they got it. Yeah. Like I used to skip school every day, in like the middle of the day. And go to Taco Bell with like my buddies and Target and stuff. Like we used to just dip out, and like I was able to get away with it mainly because I wrestled for the school, and the wrestling coach was the longest tenured employee at the high school, so he had like all the pull. So all I had to his name was Coach Day, and literally I got squashed. His name was Coach Day, and literally anytime anything would happen where I get caught doing something or like whatever, I would just say like I was doing something for Coach Day, and they would just not even question it because like they didn't want to get shit from him. Yeah. Oh my god, I got second place because of that. Oh my god, I got hit by like two things at the same exact time right at the finish line, and I thought the race was over, and then someone passed me.
Fourth. What the man? I refuse to believe that I finished fourth. That's bullshit. It's gonna make that shawarma that I got for dinner that's sitting around. That's gonna make it even better. So I'll be upset. Yeah.
What is that?
What is shawarma?
Yeah, what is that? It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Middle Eastern fare. It's like a wrap with chicken and.
Oh, okay.
Shawarma.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that was the name for that.
Oh,
but yeah, I guess I just call that like a wrap. But yeah, I love that kind of stuff. What is that?
Wrap.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he's got an obsession with like steak wraps.
Really, I didn't know.
That's his gimmick. Oh, I just realized I know someone that will come and play video games with us sometime soon.
Who's that?
The guys from Matt and Podcast. You know Andrew.
I don't know him personally, but I know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah, you know who he is. So Andrew doesn't. I don't think Andrew has a Switch, but his co-host Rich, he does, and I think he has this or other Switch games that he can play with us. So he would definitely be a lot of fun to hang out with.
Oh yeah. I think me and Rich may follow each other on Twitter. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. So I may know him a little bit.
Yeah.
Just through like Twitch interactions.
Yeah, he follows everyone back, I think, or at least like everyone is not shitty. So like,
that's a good rule.
Maybe not you.
Yeah, I guess depends on what you like. The funny thing is, like, most of the WWE roster follows me, and all I do is shit on their product. They probably agree with me.
Me too.
Yeah, like, but most of them are following me, from like when they were on the indies. You know what I mean? Like it is.
It's funny because I had posted a photo with them on my Facebook when we hung out in New York, and I had like a guy who's like a wrestling fan, who's just like a friend, and he was like, "Oh my God, can I be in that, man?" And I'm just like, "These are just buddies of mine who just hang out, have drinks."
Yeah,
Trust
exactly.
me, they're not interesting. It's the same thing with Sean. They're like, "You met Sean?" And it's like, believe me, not as fun as you think.
Puts his pants on 2 legs at a time, just like the rest of us.
Exactly. I always love that shit. So I don't
He
know
also
about
jumps into his underwear, just like we do.
And like, I don't know about you, but like, I don't get starstruck. So.
Oh
like,
yeah, I rarely. I mean, it depends, but
Right.
yeah, rarely.
Like, I'm sure there's some where I'll be like, "Oh shit, like that's happening," but yeah, I don't really get starstruck. So when people are just like, "Oh my God, you met so and so," I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I did."
Yeah.
Like, yes, I did meet this human.
Yeah,
happens
exactly.
To do something cool that I appreciate.
Yeah, the last time I got like legit starstruck was like, it was years ago. I mean, I don't even remember how long ago now, but when I met Eric Bischoff, that was like meeting God for me. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually talking to Eric Bischoff right now. And then I've probably talked about it on stream. I couldn't even get any words out. I looked like a total idiot in front of him. I just froze and just started bowing at him like, we're not worthy. Yeah. Probably got the dub on that one. I would significantly won that
I
one.
got
There
myself
wasn't anyone
right
near
to
me.
the end.
But yeah, that was definitely a starstruck one.
Yeah.
But in the world of wrestling, once again, it's going to be tough going forward for me that to happen with me because like most of these guys that are like making it on TV now and that like I would have been starstruck by, I know from going to gyms and bars and stuff. They're just like normal dudes that like I've like full disclosure I've smoked pot with people on current roster. You know what I mean? Just like in like hanging out outside of events and I mean it's like. But now, you see some of these people, they're like massive stars in like the world of wrestling and stuff. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's really, really cool. Like I'm super happy for everybody who's able to do that. But it's also like tough to be in any kind of, if I got more into like interviewing wrestlers again, like I used to, it's weird when you like, if you're like marking out while you're like trying to like just like have a conversation and like not come across like a total loser like to the other person, like you're just sitting there, man, you're so cool, like such a big fan, you're awesome, man, you're the best, like God, man, how do you think of that move, dude? Like, it's so cool.
What made you do that move? What move?
Yeah.
Doing all my matches? Yeah, bro, but like how?
But there's also definitely an element of it where like I never made fun of anybody for being like a quote unquote like mark in wrestling because I think it's like there are times that I wish I could go back sometimes to like not really knowing kind of as much as I do about it and like just being a fan, and that's why I love like AEW and GCW so much, like in particular, is because like I could just be a fan of that stuff. And when I talk about it, that's why I think people like listening to me talk about that type of stuff, because like when I do like when me and SP3 did like the GCW post show, you know, people are hitting me up like, dude, you sound like you just love this. And I'm like, I do, but like, shit, if you heard me talk about the WWE, it'd be a totally different tone. Like, you know, so it's like, that's why I really try to lean into talking about the stuff I enjoy as well. Like, because that's, I'd much rather, you know, be positive about this stuff than negative about it. At the end of the day, it's all fucking professional wrestling. Like, it's meant to be fun.
Yeah. And enough people get fucking upset and weird about it. But like, why are you bothering? If you're miserable, what's the point?
Yeah.
And it just goes back to the same conversation we always have. People are fucking weird.
Yeah, and people get very like tribalistic and super loyal, and I get it. I just wish people would like really just take a step back and like just kind of, you know, at the end of the day, the funny thing is like none of this stuff really like that most people complain about even affects them at all. Like
right.
Like
nothing
if like
it's
yeah.
Nothing.
Right. Yeah. It's all
Ricardo. Ricardo's here. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
What's up, Ricardo? Oh, damn it. I'm going to lose because I looked over at the chat to say hi to Ricardo. I'm not blaming you, Ricardo. It's not your fault. Damn it. I'm going to get hit by that thing. Oh, my God. 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 Oh, I made it still. You were right behind me. I know. I see that. I'm looking at the black Yoshi on the thing right behind me as I'm getting hit by these shells.
Get it back. I'll bring it back.
What up, Ricardo? What up, Tank? Yeah, I know you're still in here. If Teeks 3D is still in here, anyone who's hanging out, we appreciate you chilling and watching us play some Mario.
Ricardo's putting together a ping pong table? My God, tell me more. For whom are we putting together this ping pong table? Did you see Ty Conchi and Santana Garrett got added to the buy-in?
No, they're one-on-one.
One-on-one?
Yeah, I'm all for that. The Friday night before Dynamite or Rampage, I mean.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude, it's so fun. I see all these people complaining about like Suzuki being like they don't know who Suzuki is and like. Oh,
I believe that Japanese character hit so hard.
Oh yeah, that was pathetic. I mean, but it's like it's so funny to me. Like people are complaining that AEW is putting Bryan Danielson versus Minoru Suzuki. Even the people that that know who Suzuki is and obviously know who Bryan Danielson is and all, they're like, "Oh, I can't believe he put that on YouTube for free." What do you care? Like it's for free. You get to watch it. You have this. Them AEW making more money doesn't negatively or positively affect you at all as a fan who's sitting at home and watching it. Like just watch it. It's free. I think it's worth complaining if nobody could watch it. Like if they had a match in a room that nobody ever got to see, then they maybe want to complain about that. But watch it for free. Like what the hell?
I love the idea that wrestling fans are the only fans that complain against things that are free.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's because they all think that like they know the business better. Or, like they want things to be a certain way. And it's like,
gee, go watch World Class.
Yeah.
On, Sam? How you doing? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got me. I don't have any protection. This is a tough turn right here. The thing is, like, I really, really like everybody that I interact with on the internet over wrestling, because I just don't pay any real attention to any of the negative stuff or the stuff that I think is like just bitching for the sake of bitching and all that. Like I can kind of recognize what I think is like important or not, I guess, but like it's just some things just get so blown up that like it's unavoidable. Like if I open Twitter, like I see certain things because like everyone's talking about it. And then I'll look into it a little bit more sometimes, like that whole Suzuki Goldberg thing. But it's like, it's so funny to me that, like...
I don't think people understand that guy was trolling. Like, he was flat trolling.
I mean, I would assume so. And if he...
did that shit so hard, it was wonderful to watch.
How did I get it? I wasn't even in first anymore. You gotta be kidding me.
According to the computer, you were.
Yeah.
That whole, like, listen, Friday Night Wrestling is going to be great. Fuck!
It's
yeah,
all.
Friday Night Wrestling's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good night.
Yeah. Yeah, like Sam's and Fish versus Moriarty is gonna rule. Yeah, I mean these are all great matchups. Like, and once again, free. Like, I mean, there's plenty of other. That was the end of it. Nice, got another gold.
All right, I'll take second this time.
There you go. Definitely better than what did you get last time? Like 6 or something.
I don't remember, but it was bad.
But yeah, it's this stuff's free and it's totally accessible. Like you can watch the buy-in from literally any device that you have, like your phone, your TV, your Xbox, your computer, like whatever. Like if you're a wrestling fan, you can, no matter where you're at, you can watch it. You don't need a cable subscription, nothing. Like, I mean, why would anyone have a problem with that? It's so weird.
I'm just wondering if there's stuff here. Yeah, some people are just trying to troll, but some people are also like, they think that this is what they need to like make the business better. All right, we're just gonna go back to where we were.
Good.
My bad.
Oh, match stats 12-2. 12-2.
Yeah, I'm not doing it next game.
But I mean, there are a lot of people that I've like just seen that are, you know, they're like, I don't know anything about the North. I don't know who this guy is. This is the first time I've ever heard of him. And like they were saying the same thing when Nick Gage came in, all this stuff. And it's like, that's not on me or AEW to really educate you. Like, are you the problem or is everyone else the problem? Like there are a million of us that are stoked that Minoru Suzuki is involved in AEW. But just because you've never seen him and you're new to this, you know what I mean? Like, you might not be a new wrestling fan, but you might be new to AEW or what they're doing on the indies or what they do in Japan or whatever. Like, you might have been in this bubble. And, like, I mean, at the end of the day, I just don't care what they're saying because it'd be the same thing. The example I gave on my podcast on Tuesday was basically if you were a fan of, like, a specific NFL team, it'd be the same kind of concept. Like, or a hockey team. Like, let's say, Joel, that you find out that somebody just started watching the Anaheim Ducks this season. Like, they just started watching it. And they're on Twitter just shitting on the Ducks. You'd be like, well, I don't really care what your opinion is because, like, you just started watching this. Like, you don't know about the history of the team. You don't know about the players, where they came from before. You don't know any of this stuff. So, like, so your opinion just, like, doesn't really matter. Now, if you want to, like, get educated, like, it's very easy. You can go on Google. You can find all this information. You can find matches. You can find whatever. Or you can sit there and enjoy it or try to enjoy it. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But, like, just because you don't know who Minoru Suzuki is doesn't mean that a million other people don't know who he is. Like, we're all... Anybody who's been watching AEW from day one, especially those that also follow the indies closely, like, we're all getting, like, exactly what we want out of a wrestling company. So, like, I'm not really that concerned about what someone who just started watching the show thinks about it. Like, it's not really a concern of mine, you know what I mean?
Yes. I need to find
And
the
it-
Renegades.
And it also... Wait, what is this?
Find the Renegades?
I have no idea what this is. Okay.
Oops.
This isn't like a race, right? This is like battle mode.
Yeah, it's battle mode.
Who's on my team? Steven opened the cell. I don't even know how I did that.
Okay.
But it's also one of those things, like, I see a lot of comments that are like, you know, and all I can think is like, tell me you just started watching AEW without telling me you just started watching AEW.
Right.
Like, you know, like, you clearly don't know what's going on and you're like upset or confused that you thought you were this big wrestling know-it-all, but it turns out that you actually know nothing about anything outside of one company. Like, sorry, dude. Like, you might be the most knowledgeable wrestling fan of your friends, but there's a whole world outside of what you like. that you're gonna either have to learn about if you want to keep watching it, or just don't watch it. It's simple.
Just don't watch. Look at you. What are you saying?
Yeah, just don't watch it. Who cares? Like, I don't care if someone's watching AEW or not. As long as the show's on TV, I don't care if there's 1,000 people watching it or fucking a million or 5 million. It doesn't matter to me. It's a show that I like watching.
Right.
You know, it doesn't. If I don't get any benefit from them growing their audience or them losing a few people here. It doesn't affect me at all. I like the show. I'm gonna keep liking the show. If the show gets bad, I'll stop watching it. Very, 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 very easy. Very simple concept. I think I'm locked in this box. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea what this mode is. I'm completely confused.
Locked in the boxes.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened.
Yeah. No idea.
Whatever that meant.
That's good.
What's going on in chat? Punk versus Seidel is going to be good. Yes. First meeting in 11 years. That'll be great. And then when Darius comes back, is Seidel going to turn? I could see that happening. I'm ready for Seidel to go heel.
Yeah, especially if Matt's not going to do the shooting star press and stuff anymore. Like, you might as well just lean into full heel.
Yeah, do a heel-based attack.
And they're kind of guy, like the Seidel brothers are kind of guys that, like, in all honesty, they're kind of unlikable. I feel like if they really played into being kind of like douchey, you know what I mean? Like, I think that it would come across, like, they'd get a lot of heel heat, I think.
Right.
Because like Mike Seidel's whole thing is he's like a yoga guy and stuff. It's like if they made it to where, like, you know, yoga is more manly than fighting or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's ways to get heat on those guys, but they're both very good in the ring. Like, I've been a fan of Matt Seidel for, like, I mean, geez, like 2 decades now. Well, I mean, so
when yoga was for men.
When yoga was for men, yeah. DDP might have something to say about all that, but
no, he's okay now. He just wants to talk about DDP. Why?
Right. Yeah.
Why should you bother doing it if it's for men? No, I'm kidding. I'm actually a very big proponent of yoga.
No, actually, I am too. I think it's actually like one of the best things you could probably do for your health, like physically. I still don't know what we're doing. Who am I supposed to be hitting?
You're supposed to get the coins.
Get coins? Okay.
And knock people down who have coins like that. Yeah, Seidel versus Darius Martin would be great.
Oh yeah, I agree.
There's a bunch of those really good matches that, like, we're going to see soon. Gotta wait on.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's another thing. Like, I'm totally fine with being patient with AEW, like for like their long-term stories and for. And here's the thing that I can't stress enough. I promise everybody listening to this, myself included, if you've thought about it, so is Tony Khan already. Like, any idea that you think that, like, oh man, I don't know why they're not doing this, and they haven't done this match for this person, they haven't done this. I promise you Tony Khan has thought of it. I promise you. Tony Khan's a bigger wrestling fan than you are. And this applies to everybody listening right now, including myself. Like, Tony Khan, like I guarantee you, I didn't know what his username was, but I guarantee you I interacted with Tony Khan over the years on, like, message boards and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
I mean, that guy is a hardcore, lifelong wrestling nerd who just happens to have the resources to actually put his dream company on national television. And I love how people shit on that too, and it's like, because there's like a mark or whatever. It's like, I'd much rather have a mark than someone so disconnected from what I want to see as a fan, but he's not a mark. Give me the biggest mark in the world. Like, I just want good wrestling.
Yeah.
I just want a good show.
I care what you do as long as you come by and earn something.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
like,
show me your millions of dollars.
Like, that's I've had that conversation too with people where I'm like, So you're like people who don't like Tony Khan. So I'm like, so you're telling me if I gave you $1 billion right now, like you wouldn't want to start your own wrestling company if you could?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I hate people.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. Like if you're that big of a fan, like all you do is talk about fantasy booking and what you would do and this and that, what wrestlers you would sign, and blah 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 blah. It's like, well, yeah, this is all hypothetical because you can't afford to do it, but Tony Khan could, and he is doing it. Like, he's one of us. I mean, it's like, yeah, like honestly, it's. I mean, it's the coolest thing I've ever seen as a wrestling fan, like in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Like they actually got a mark with money who has the same philosophy on wrestling that I do, that has the same taste and talent that I do. Like, you know, I mean, when they're signing guys like Lee Moriarty and like obviously Daniel Garcia is going to get signed at some point if he isn't already, and all that. I mean, like, these are my dudes. Like, these are the guys I've been talking about for the last 3 years on the Weekender, saying like, I can't wait till these guys get on TV. And like Tony Khan's getting all these guys. Like, give me exactly what I want.
Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is AEW is catered to you and you alone.
Well, I think it's catered to me, and there's a whole lot of fans that have the same mindset I do, that are sick of the alternatives, and they have somewhere to go now.
Yeah, and we talk about that on our shows. Like, there is a difference now. Like, there is competition. It is a different show, and it's okay to like them both. It's okay to like none of them. Just like don't be fucking weird about it.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
Yes. Take that dub.
I don't even know what. Oh, I guess I had 8. Okay. I was just going around just trying to hit people with weapons. I just get a chicken with my head cut off. We got going on in the chat. Ricardo's still here. Sam, what's up, Sam? He was the one who brought up the Punk for Seidel. Yep. Martin.
Yeah, man. Like Ricardo's saying, you know, AEW hits all the spots for you. That's great. Like, it hits a lot of mine. I still like WWE programming because I can find bits and pieces of it that entertain me. And like, yeah, maybe listen, some of it's like that I get to harp on silly shit and like make up the worst possible booking, and sometimes it comes true. But like, whatever, it's entertainment. It's a soap opera. Like, it's an ongoing soap opera. Nothing matters. That's wrestling. Like, that's wrestling to me most of the time. A lot of people, like, especially in Fightful land, are very like sports fan and sports oriented, which is awesome. I'm not fully sports oriented. I like stories. Right. I like silly shit. Like, and I'm not saying that there aren't people who work in Fightful who aren't like that. I just know that I'm very much not the norm. Like, when they want to talk about basketball and all that stuff, I'm like, great, talk about it. There's obviously a lot of fan base that are into that. I'm not super one of them. I have a different niche that I come to. So for me, like, my WWE fandom is more in the production and the craziness and like that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you it's the best thing out there because it ain't. But I'll tell you what I like about it when I don't.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And like, the reason I don't watch it and I don't talk about it is because I think Raw is objectively just a bad television show. Like, not even within the realm of wrestling. I think it's just a bad show.
And
but I feel
the time you're right.
but you know, there's definitely people on the shows that I like. You know what I mean? Like, there's wrestlers there that, you know, I wish were kind of like, let me put it this way: when you have guys on the roster like Kevin Steen and El Generico and, you know, Finn Balor, and I mean, I know he's divisive, but like, I'm a big Riddle fan and all. Like, there's people on the show that I definitely, AJ Styles, another great example. Like, there's a lot of talent on the show that I really, really like. It's just the shows aren't good. And I really like Roman Reigns, but I don't like him enough to watch, you know, a 2 or 2.5 hour long show on a Friday night just to see what Roman does. Like, that's why I tune in. I tune in once a month or whatever I only watch the WWE pay-per-views, and that's just how I watch it. But like I've said it a trillion times, and we said today, like, I mean, if the problem where I'm at with it, though, personally, is that there's there's so much they would have to change about the show to get me interested again. That like, I just think it's so far past them being able to do that at least anytime soon. And I just think it's going to keep getting worse and worse and worse in my opinion for what I like out of wrestling. But it's going to get better and better and better for newer fans and for children, which I don't have a problem with because I think it's a business move. Like, I mean, you know, in like 1998, if you would have told me The Undertaker was going to be, you know, the main character of some like choose your own adventure movie type, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, what? Fuck you. I'd be like mad about it. Like, no way. I mean, we're like one summer away from like Omos on Sesame Street. You know what I mean? So it's like if you're into that, that's fine. But you know, it's just the WWE has chosen they've chosen like their business plan. They've chosen they're prioritizing money in the Saudi deal and children's programming over what I like in wrestling. And AEW is seeing this happen and going, oh, Steven, we get where you're coming from. This product here is like everything you're complaining about. We do the opposite. Yeah. It's like, you know,
and it's something that you and I have talked about, right? It's they are catering to a niche that WWE doesn't serve, and they're finding a great way to do it. For me, I'm seeing like you said, WWE is catering towards those kids and the families. And the way I've put it is there is nostalgia in there because if you were a big fan in the Attitude Era, you are probably you're definitely our age or in that demo. And if you have kids and you want to introduce them to wrestling, WWE is not only the name you grew up on and therefore you trust, but also has become the most kid-friendly show out there. I see you on the screen. Yes. You just literally took out the entire thing, Jeremy Lambert.
I didn't know that was going to happen. Nobody warned me.
It's not your fault. What I am going to do is fix this. How are you?
I'm getting killed on all these battles, by the way, y'all, because I like legitimately don't know what we're doing. I'm great at the racing aspect of this game, not so much the battle aspect.
Oh, share the screen so I can see what's happening here.
I can do that. Give me a sec.
Thank you.
I'm going to just pause my thing for a second.
All good. I guess I can pause mine too. I guess I'll just drive around aimlessly.
Jeremy, talk for a sec.
Hello. Steven Jensen, how are you?
I'm doing good, bro. How about you?
Doing well.
I was very proud of you seeing. I could tell that wasn't a Dave and Buster's establishment the other day, but I similar games though. So
yeah. It's I don't know if it's a local thing or if it's a chain around here, but here in Ohio, it's this little place where they do like parties and events and stuff. But yeah, similar games to the Dave and Buster's. It was fun.
What's it called?
It's called The Works.
Oh, okay, yeah, we don't have those in Georgia, or at least I haven't. At least I don't know. But yeah, it looked very similar. I saw like one of the pictures had like a little like an LED screen that explained like the credits and stuff. That was one of your pictures and stuff. And I was like, yeah, this looks very, very similar to DMV's. So
yeah, it's we drive a bit to get there, and then spent the afternoon doing that and playing all the games and stuff. And I kicked their ass in the Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, they've got that at Dave & Buster's too. That just reminded me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's laggy, it looks like, but it's fun.
Yeah, no, it's not on the screen. It's not loading for you, probably.
Oh no, it's good now.
Great.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
Playing Mario Kart. This is a battle where, well, you played this with us in 64, where
I don't remember the battles too much, but
neither do we, because we've been sucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've just been destroying Joel so badly in the races that I guess he switched to this.
I mean, I just put it at random, but yes.
Tremendous.
Yeah, just talking about pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Chat likes that. They want to talk about work rate.
Why?
Right? That's what I've been saying. Why talk about work rate when you can talk about New Day and The Undertaker in a new series on Netflix?
They should make it a whole series. Did you watch it, Joe Burrow?
I haven't watched it. I know you have.
Yeah.
And I look forward to having an in-depth conversation with you about this.
It was.
I
It's like a
definitely
half.
haven't.
Did you watch
Was
it?
it only?
Jensen?
No. But I mean, like, I'm not opposed to doing it if it's like so bad it's good or something like that. Like, I can't take something like that seriously, obviously.
Yeah, it's not even like something that's so bad it's good. Like, I can definitely see how it would appeal to WWE fans and like kids and stuff, even though there are some like horror elements that like freak them out.
Okay.
They just sleep a little better that way.
Yeah. But like you can get through it in like half an hour or something, and it's a easy little get through. And the fact that it's interactive makes it a little more tolerable as well. So
Yeah, and I was just saying, like, you know, kind of like to the overall kind of conversation about, like, you know, WWE being more like a kid show and all this stuff, which once again, it's fine. It's just watch your wrestling, right? But like, but you're in the same boat as me, Jeremy. Like,
Jesus.
but like, no, seriously, like, what? Back in like 1998, if somebody told you that the Undertaker was going to be starring in some like Choose Your Own Adventure like kids movie, you know what I mean? Like, that would have been like, fuck you. That pisses me off. You know what I mean? I got angry over that. But like, I mean, that just goes to show how just different the whole product is now.
Yeah.
Jeremy, do you have the chat open?
I don't. I can.
Someone was asking if you thought of the Avs game last night.
Oh, I'll pull it up.
Sam was asking.
Oh, Sam's asking. Okay, yeah, I was gonna make sure I shouted the name. I thought we looked good. I don't know. I never pick my team to win because I always think my team's going to lose. But it looked good in game one. I thought Kemper was really good. I was happy to see that. I'm of the belief that if he's healthy, he will be better than Grubauer. And Grubauer played very well, but I think Kemper is a better goalie, and then you put the Avs defense in front of him. He's going to be better than he was in Phoenix, even though Phoenix played a very tight defense. But yeah, with this system, I think Kemper is going to be very good. And we'll see. Landeskog's suspended for 2 games now, which sucks. But hopefully we get McKinnon back on Saturday. And it's all about health. 82 games, Joel Pearl. I saw you're going to be a Ducks fan, Joel. You buying in?
They won. Let's see what happens tonight with the Sens. They just signed Brady Tkachuk to another, what was it, 7 years? It's a
Yeah,
long
7
ass
years.
contract.
Yeah, I think it's 7.
Hell yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, listen, are they down right now because they're playing the Leafs?
I'll tell you. Hold on.
It's 3-0 Ottawa in the second. Hell yeah.
There you go.
That means nothing.
Yeah.
Jensen, do a random course.
We want to play a race instead of the battle because like I'm super confused with this.
Oh, I think you gotta do. It'll go random, and I'll get out of it.
Sam, how you feeling about your Canadians? Correct? I think it's
I
Canadians.
think he's a Habs fan, yeah.
My memory sucks.
I hear you.
It's funny, my friend from Dave and Buster's, like, he doesn't work at Dave and Buster's, but he's always also at Dave and Buster's. He's the guy I like learned how to play games from by like, I just crossed paths with this guy. Like, I saw him like winning all these jackpots, and I was like, "Yo, you got to teach me how you're doing this." And he was literally just texting me like while we were talking. He was like, "Man, I missed you at DMV's yesterday. Where are you at?" I was like, he showed up like right after I left. It sounds like, yeah, it's so funny. Like outside of like this type of stuff, like in my real life, probably my best friends outside of like my brother are just random people that are always also at Dave & Buster's on Wednesdays. Like, so funny. Hey, I met up with Rob Wilkins today. That was cool.
Did you?
Yeah, we got lunch today.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He brought me some Minnesota Vikings pint glasses.
Nice.
Which was really nice of him. Yeah, it was awesome. I covered his lunch since he brought me a gift. So it was good. We got some hot wings, and he I think he only had another like 90 or so minutes to drive today, and then he's got like a lot of driving to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
But he's doing Savannah, Georgia, all the way to Minnesota, which is like that's a hell of a drive.
Yeah, I talked to him I think yesterday, and he said he was driving back part of the way today. So glad you guys got to meet up, and hopefully he's on the road and safe, or not on the road and somewhere safe tonight.
I was just thinking about that. I think he's the only person from Fightful that I've ever actually met in person.
Really?
I think so. I've never met Sean in person for sure. I met Issa, but she doesn't work for Fightful, but she's like friend of Fightful.
She's a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've met anyone else from Fightful in person before. So yeah, it was kind of, I didn't even think about that until just now, but kind of wild. It's wild how well you get to know people like just through the internet now. Like, you know, even in person. It's wild.
Isn't it craziness? Yeah. Gonna meet all of you guys eventually.
Yeah.
Joe, it'll happen. Wait, Jensen, are you doing Rumble?
Maybe. If it was too, it's just like, I'm not even going to the. Oh, I shouldn't say I'm not going. I will 1,000,000,000% not pay for a ticket for this WWE New Year's thing that they're doing in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But like,
baby.
But I've been told by 2 different people that like someone said they can give me free box seats, and I was like, if you give me box seat, like I'll go for the food and the drinks. But like St. Louis, I would legitimately only be doing that to meet up with like y'all who are gonna be there. Like I have no interest in the act. Well, here's the thing: the Royal Rumble is my favorite WWE pay-per-view of the year. Like I would like, I've been to a Royal Rumble before in person. It's a lot of fun. So I'm on the fence about it. But I have to get tickets soon then, probably, huh? If I'm gonna go.
That Rumble ain't selling out.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
anytime
Good point.
soon.
But
Yeah.
did tickets just go on sale?
Yeah,
I think the
like
pre-sale was today.
Okay. Yeah, I saw Hannah was saying she needed someone like to sit with, and I saw that you and your girl had said that y'all are gonna be there. So
Yes, I'm planning on it. Whether or not the EP can go might be a different story, but my plan is to go. Because I knew Hannah was going, and I've never done Rumble. Like I've done SummerSlam, I've done Mania. I really don't care to do Survivor Series at this point.
yeah,
But I do want to go to a Rumble. So I feel like this might be my best shot, at least for now, because you know they might go West Coast next year and everything. So
right.
yeah, I do think that I'm gonna try to go.
I'm assuming Sean's gonna be there to work
I don't know if Sean's going.
because he's pretty close to St. Louis.
Yeah. I would imagine he ends up going, and yeah, if he goes, it'll be for work purposes because WWE will have a bunch of media events that he's gonna.
I want to see Sean at the breakfast, the whodunit breakfast that they're promoting.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking great.
We're doing like a murder mystery.
That's what they're doing.
I
but-
tried to when they went to SummerSlam. Yeah, all you guys were at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we would get a Bob and Hannah interaction, but Bob was a coward and didn't actually meet anybody.
He does
Oh, really?
everybody like a bitch.
Oh man, that's too bad.
Not happy with that problem. You know, I kept trying to get him to hang out. He was all like,
Well, I
"I'm so
think
tired."
he'll be in St. Louis. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go. He's gonna go to Rome. I will definitely meet O'Neal. I'm meeting Shoot in like 3 weeks.
Oh,
Nice.
that's okay?
No. Shoot and I are going to a hockey game.
Oh, that's right. I remember you talked about this.
Yeah, we're going to an Avs and Blue Jackets game.
I can't remember. It must have been me and SP3 that the GCW stream. It was either that or maybe the Fury Wilder watch long. There was something recently that me and Sean were doing together, and he had mentioned like, I think there's like a big WWE event coming up sometime soon, but it's on the same night as a GCW show or maybe the same weekend. And he was like legitimately like, it's like an actual decision to make now. It's like, does he go cover GCW in person or WWE? Because like it might actually be more worth it to go to GCW now in person, which is like wild that we're at that point.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was it? No, that's not Survivor Series.
I don't know. I'm really bad about remembering like
No,
the schedules.
Because it was the Hammerstein show people were asking about. So it was Rumble.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about then. Yeah. That would make sense though. Like if it is Rumble versus GCW, if you would be a GCW instead of the Rumble in St. Louis. Oh, speaking of that.
Weekend.
Oh, but
It's just the time.
pretty close. Yeah,
Because I think GCW is what, January
23rd.
23rd? I forget what the Rumble is.
It's the 29th, I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
So there you go. It's a week apart. Pick your poison.
That also. Oh, I mean, it would be a no-brainer for me, but like I know that. I mean, John's in a different boat. But like, Jeremy, next weekend we're doing the Impact, the Bound for Glory and Dynamite review. I guess I'll hit up Sean too. There's GCW that night also.
Oh God.
That's like Gage versus Suzuki. So they may want me to do a review of that as well. I could always do that like the next day again, like a Monday afternoon type thing. And I also don't know if it's a big enough show that Sean thinks is worth covering or not. I don't know. But it might be. And I know it's on the same day, so. Did you hear any of that, Jeremy?
He is definitely not at his desk right now.
Oh, I was not looking. He's like, oh, that's the whole reason I just brought that up. Well, I'll ask him. I'll see when he gets back.
That's so funny.
Sean said he wants us doing the like the bigger GCW shows going forward, but I don't know what he considers. I mean, obviously I'll do a review for Hammerstone, or for Hammerstone for Hammerstein.
Yes. Hammerstone and Hammerstein Ballroom. Let's go.
Hammerstone and the Hammerstein.
I'm sure he'd make that. He'd try to make that play if he could.
Oh yeah, if you're Hammerstone, like you want to get into the Forbidden Door ASAP.
Yeah. How am I an 8? What the fuck, man? Dude, I got boned hard in this level.
There's a shortcut up past the train if you go hard left.
Yeah,
I just fucked it up. Yeah. Sorry, I got a dub again. It's all good. Another win. Is he back?
Like,
what's up?
Mid-question.
Oh, yeah. So,
sorry.
It was very
okay,
funny.
so Jeremy, all right.
Yo.
So next Saturday, it's me and you for the Bound for Glory and Dynamite review, right?
Yes.
There's also GCW Gage versus Suzuki that night. Do you think we should go over that, or do you want me to hit up Sean and see if he wants me to review that Monday, or is that maybe not a big enough GCW show to do a review for?
I feel like because that's the Briscoes match.
Yeah,
too.
it's the Briscoes and SGC. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a big show. I feel like it's a bigger show than Bound for Glory.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, like,
I
I think we should just try to review that instead of Bound for Glory.
I mean, or we can do all
Brown
three
Glory.
if you're down to like really nerd out with me. I mean, we could wait till all three are over and just do like a big review of all three if you want.
Well, wouldn't GCW and Bound for Glory probably in about the same time, right? Because they both start at 10.
Yeah. I'm assuming it'll all kind of end together.
I mean, I'm assuming you got multiple screens. If you
Shit, we're playing. I didn't even realize this. Match started. That's all good. Well, there you go. This is your handicap right here. Finally, I started in 12th place.
I missed that one.
But yeah, Jeremy. I guess if you want to make the call on that, or if you want me to talk to Sean, or we both just hit up Sean and see like what he wants to do about that, because, I mean, yeah, that's like I'm down to review all of GCW stuff at this point. It's just a matter of if it's like financially viable for Fightful, like for me to do like pretty much all their. I mean, I guess it really depends on how you look at it, right? Like, is it? I feel like it's a big enough show though, personally, with Suzuki and Gage and Briscoes and SGC on it. So
I think it is. I think that Yeah, I would talk to Sean and see if he wants a solo, because he might just want like a solo review.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm cool with like if you can watch both at the same time. I can watch both at the same time, and we can talk about both shows. Plus,
Dude, I'm down.
I'll make it even more interesting.
Oh no.
You guys watch one show, the other watches the other show. I will watch Dynamite, and the three of us will do a triple team show where none of us knows what's happening until the other one explains what happened. This is really fun.
if we,
Joel, if we could get away with that, I'm fine.
Of course.
it would be it'd be cheaper for Fightful if we did it all as one show because they don't have to pay me once. You know what I mean?
Right.
Versus the. But I'm down. I told SP3 as well. It was like as often as if he's available, and he wants to keep doing like a Monday afternoon type thing with me. If that's like the best time to do GCW reviews and stuff, like he sounded like he's down to join me for all these. So
He's always ready to work. Good dude.
yeah. Oh, it's funny because like Sean put out that tweet. It was like we should probably be like reviewing GCW, shouldn't we? And I hit him up. I was like, dude, I'd 100% be down. It's just gonna conflict sometimes with like, because that was the same night as Fury and Wilder, and like that's the same Saturday nights. There's gonna be UFC pay-per-views, and like so I was like, if I can do Monday afternoon for that kind of stuff, like I'm down. And he was like, yeah, you can bring on a guest if you want. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And like before I even like responded, he screenshotted me SP3's thing, and I was like, dude, gold. Like, don't say anything else. Just give me him. Like, just give me him. Like, we'll do it. That's a guy I can trust. That's a guy I got good chemistry with. Like, that's like, I'm down 100. No one else understands what it's like to be as massive of a Mighty Ducks nerd as I am, except for him. So like, we got a lot in common. I just won again, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah. Dude,
even though I started in 12th. Yeah.
Thank you. Chat, how you doing? Shoot ought to bring Stitch to the hockey game. There you go.
What a tremendous person Shoot is, even though he doesn't like me.
Well, you all are going to be
That
best
can't be
friends
true.
We are. All right, guys, I'm going to take off and eat a bunch of candy and play some PS5 or something.
My God, enjoy.
Cool.
You guys have a good night.
I guess we don't have to really know for sure about this weekend until I guess it's next weekend, not this weekend.
Yeah, I'm sure Sean will know more because like Sean didn't even know what he was doing this weekend until I brought it up in the chat today. So Sean is, he's busy and he's got a lot of different things to worry about. He takes it a quarter mile at a time. He's not worried about next week.
He lives life a quarter mile at a time. That's what I like to hear.
That's right. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks,
All right.
Joel. Thanks, Steven.
Yep. See you, dude.
Bye, guys.
We'll finish this here turn and we'll lock it up for the
Sounds good to me. Good timing, though.
watch some football.
Yes.
I'm gonna eat some food.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm like, it's like the best problem to have ever, but it's like that these GCW shows are happening at the same time as like massive MMA and boxing cards.
Yes.
Like,
It just messes with your schedule.
well, it and like this, so like for this past weekend when we were, because part of it too when it comes to boxing is you never know when like the main event's gonna start because they can drag the card out or fights can go fast or like what happened this past weekend is GCW was stretching their show. They did like the 15-minute intermission, which they always do, but like they didn't really necessarily have to do. And then they did like the promos with Mick Foley and Brett Lauderdale and the video packages and all this stuff. It was all great stuff. But it was all stuff that kept stretching the show longer and longer. And I'm sitting there like waiting to go live for Fury and Wilder, and like I'm watching the entrances for Gage and Mox. Like the way it timed out, I literally watched the entire main event for GCW, and then And then within probably 10 seconds or 20 seconds after that, the walkout started for Fury One. Yeah, I mean, it was like the timing wound up being perfect in that sense, but it's like I don't want to have to be in that situation if I don't have to be. Like, I wish this stuff was all on, you know, on different nights. But that, you know, but I'm loving what they're doing in boxing right now. I love all the freak show fights too, even the ones that we don't even tell them. So if you're telling like my Fight TV, like whatever you call it, like the history. Oh, I just got killed on that one. Got third place. Oh, you're the pink mushroom now.
Yes.
Toad.
Not Toadette.
But it's so funny. I've been watching, like, now granted, I completely refuse to pay for shows like this, but if Fight TV is gonna like let me watch some of their stuff, like I'll watch it, and like that's the only reason I'd ever be sitting at home, not even on stream, watching things like John Gabbana versus Supreme Patty, who I guess are like TikTokers and Instagrammers I've never heard of. Like, I watched like those guys box each other. Like, I watched some guy called Skinny from the Nine, who's like a SoundCloud rapper, box the other week, and like he was the worst boxer I've seen in my life. But like, if I have to pay for it, I'll watch it. But like, there's no way I would spend my money on that. Like, they're so bad.
Oh God. Yeah.
Was that the last game?
I think that was it. I don't know what happened. Did you probably won that thing? I don't know.
Yeah, I got the crown.
The shine crown. My God. Let's get out of here. I've got Jeremy's frozen face on the screen.
I just saw that just now. I was like, is Jeremy still sitting in here?
Oh, pals. All right, let's do it. Get your plug in.
Fight Talk _ on Twitter. Is this VOD gonna stay up? I didn't even think about that.
I think we actually will have some of the VOD stay up.
Okay, because yeah, I probably wouldn't have said some of that stuff because, you know, you're kind of comfortable when these things get deleted. But I didn't even think about that with the gaming stuff. We wouldn't really have to delete it.
Delete this one.
Let's delete this one. Then going forward, I'll know going forward. But yeah, Fight Talk _ on Twitter. This week, every Tuesday, I've got my my show with Doug on the RVDT for Life channel. That's live rounds every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's mainly talking AEW, independent wrestling, mixed martial arts, professional boxing, really a mixed bag of a whole bunch of combat sports related stuff. I got my show with Jesse Davin. That's just whenever we're able to do it, once a week. JESSIDAVIN on Twitter, on YouTube. And Fightful Select Weekender Podcast. Check that out every Sunday, Fightful.com. FightfulSelect.com, and yeah, listen to me talk about independent professional wrestling. This is the best time ever to be a fan of indie wrestling. So, and I'm very, 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 very grateful and fortunate that this is the kind of space that I'm in the wrestling world. Like, I'm very, very happy that it's like independent wrestling, AEW stuff I really, really enjoy. So if you want to hear me talk really, really positively about my views on wrestling, the Weekender is a good spot for that. And I always do my best to highlight new talent, new companies, give you recommended stuff to watch, and, you know, just talk wrestling over there. So that's FightfulSelect.com.
There you go. $5 a month. You can hear Steven's velvety tones and Alex's sour grabs and all the scoops, and Sean Ross Sapp does a bunch of stuff. And yes, sometimes I show up there. There we go. We're gonna do the greatest indie wrestling pod for Steven and Joe. Over. That's what we'll do next.
Steven. Oh no, we're actually I didn't realize someone asked that in the chat. No, full disclosure, no, me and Joseph are working on an indie wrestling show together right now. So yeah, whenever there's more details on that, we'll keep you updated. But me and him do have plans to do an indie wrestling podcast on a regular basis.
There you go. Scoops here, not just at Select. But there's no VOD suckers. All right, JOELPEARL on Twitter. I'll see you guys soon. Probably tomorrow. There we go. Base streams are coming back soon. Y'all, good night. Love y'all.